Hello there, my sisters from another mister and my brothers from another mother. Welcome back. Please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. I greatly appreciate it. Welcome back. This is going to be volume 2. We are working on the lower level here. And I'm starting off with this air conditioning unit. This one has a lot of air conditioning units throughout it, so I love the details when it comes to that. And we're adding a few windows here. We're going to get to the characters in a moment, don't worry. But yeah, I'm just making my way through it section by section. We're doing the outside here, balcony. We have some nice big picturesque windows going on here. I wonder what they look out into, like what's on the other side of there, you know what I mean? Like that's what Sonder is all about, right? Wonder, or the realization of, the act of realizing like people have their own lives and things going on too, and so it's fun sometimes to take a look into hypothetical situations of what other people's lives consist of. Well, it's fun to me anyway, but it's very fascinating to me as well. But as you can see, they have some clotheslines here. Yeah, y'all don't have a washer and dryer unit in here? Like, that's crazy. Cause it looked like this rent might be high. You got rooftop parties and everything. Like, y'all should have a washer and dryer unit or a facility in there somewhere. You shouldn't have to wash and dry your clothes and put them outside. That's crazy work. You need to talk to management or something. Wow. So here I have a door. We have a couple people. I had to, again, with the layering. We have a couple people out here on the balcony. Y'all didn't want to partake in the party upstairs. They like, nah, we cool. Maybe they have to go to work in the morning. That's very responsible. We have 2 responsible adults here, ladies and gentlemen. Instead of going to the party, they decided, you know what? We're gonna talk right here. We're not gonna stay up too much longer. They're not staying up as long as the people upstairs. They're about to go to sleep or go to bed at any moment. Cause if you have a party going on in where you live at, like, why would you not come? Unless you don't mess with your neighbors like that, or unless you're introverted like myself. And you gotta, I have a few questions first. Like, who all gonna be there? Is it my neighbor, a couple doors down? Like, is he a little creepy? Like, remember Creepy Dave? Yeah, like, maybe you don't want to go to the party where all your neighbors. Maybe that's not a good idea. Okay, now that I think about it, But anyway, so maybe, yeah, they didn't want to partake in the party, and that's all good. They wanted, maybe they don't have to necessarily be going to sleep. Maybe they just didn't want to partake and they're introverted like myself. That's what I will say. But it looks like they're out there, chapping it up. While y'all out there, y'all could water them plants that I just, put right there. Y'all can go ahead. They look a little dry, So anyways, while y'all out there, moving on. So we're gonna name blue shirt. We're gonna name him Bruce, and gray shirt Calvin. Is that a nice name for him? Okay, Bruce and Calvin, y'all out there. I don't know. Maybe Bruce and Calvin, maybe they're dating. Maybe they got something going on and they don't want nobody else to know. because, you know, you two dudes out there talking in the middle of the night. I'm just saying, you know, that's a little suspicious, auspicious, whatever you want to call it. So, but yeah, anyways, so that door that I placed, it leads to this room, and this room is pretty small. You know what? Now that I think about it, no wonder why they're outside on a balcony. They don't have room to do nothing too much. You know, once I get done with the room, y'all see what I'm saying? Hopefully the rent is not too much, because these rooms are kind of small. Seriously. So they don't have a lot of room to move around on the inside, so I see why they outside. But like I said, while they out there, they can water them plants. You know, we don't need no dying plants. That's bad luck. Okay, so this room definitely belongs to a him. And I'm liking him so far. He has his little arts and crafts like myself. His hobbies going on, books on the floor. You better pick them books up. The bookshelf, right? It's right there. Wow. You know, that's crazy. But yeah. I think he's a painter. Looks like he has like different paint brushes or just art supplies in general. I like that. I feel like I'm an artist at heart, you know. I love anything creative. Give me some paint and, you know, even my fingers, and come back in like an hour or two, you'll probably have a masterpiece on your hands. Well, to me anyway. But yeah, it looks like he's a creative spirit like myself. So I love that for him, you know. Okay, then he's a dog owner. I love it, like myself. And the dog has a toy. Okay, so this one has a toy. He's cared for. The one upstairs, he was ready to go, you know. I feel sorry for that little pooch. But this one, okay, we have the rubber ducky. Okay, what's a good name for the dog here? We're gonna name him Spike. Okay, Spike is just chilling. Okay, Spike is where Spike should be, and that is comfortable at home, getting ready to go to bed. Okay, the poor baby upstairs don't have that same luxury. You know what I mean? So. Okay, it looks like, is that a microphone on the floor, or it's something on the floor that needs to be picked up? Either way, whatever it is, okay? And then we got Billy. Okay, when I saw his sticker, I said, ooh, he looked like a Billy. Okay, Billy, you need to get up and clean up, buddy. Okay, you got your friends outside on the balcony. That's rude, Billy, because it's looking like this is your room and only one person and possibly a dog can stay in this room. Nobody else, right? So the two people outside, they're just visiting. Billy, you're being rude. Okay, wow. You see what I'm saying? Like Billy is rude. Wow. Like I wish I would, unless like that's like a childhood, like one of those childhood friendships where you just comfortable like as ever around them, you know. So I can see that. Unless it's that, you know what I'm saying? And y'all just feel so comfortable. Maybe because the door's open, maybe they talking to each other, you know. And they can hear each other because the room is so small, you know what I mean? But yeah, we got Billy on a 1-2 with his hobbies. We got the two people outside. This was so fun. Stay tuned for the next one. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time.